Hello everybody, DeHubs here with an exciting new Let's Play. We're going to try Pokemon Crystal, but not just any Pokemon Crystal. This will be a Monotype Lock. At least that's what I'm going to call it, because I don't have a better name for it. Yeah, whoa, 0 minutes. So what that means is pretty much we're only going to be allowed to catch Pokemons of one certain type. I'm not really going to go over all this because Pokemon intro is basically the same in every single game. But we do have some rules to go over. The first rule is that all available types will be thrown into a random number generator, and it will spit out a number that corresponds with a type. The second rule is I can only catch Pokemon of that determined type. Third rule is split types are okay. So for example, if I'm given Bug and I catch a Beedrill, for example, which is Bug Poison, I can totally use said Beedrill. And then fourthly, if I can remember, the lock doesn't start until I catch my first Pokemon of the predetermined type. So as you guys know, the starter is required. I didn't feel like hacking the game and breaking it to give me what Pokemon I needed, nor do I know how to do that. So it doesn't actually start until I'm given my first Pokemon, or I catch the first Pokemon of the type. So if it does happen to be water, then I can get Totodile right off the bat and everything will be okay. But if I'm given flying, then I can just use Totodile until I catch a flying Pokemon. So, at some point, I have Jessica here with me, and she's going to throw all of them into the random number generator and spit us out a type. So I'll go ahead and tell you guys, we only have 11 available types. That's water, fire, grass, electric, rock, ground, normal, flying, let's see, it's actually Thursday, bug, psychic, and poison. Those are the 11 Pokemons that I've determined okay for this. So that leaves Dragon, Ice, Ghost, Dark, Steel, Fighting, and if you remember, Fairy is not an available type in this game. Yes, Mom, I know how to use my phone, jeez. Because Fairy doesn't exist yet. Now, I opted to not use Dragon, Ice, Ghost, Dark, Steel, or Fighting because it's not easy to get them. I would argue it's impossible to get those types before the first gym, which that's what I'm going for. I want to be able to jump into this mono lock as soon as possible. And there's even types that I think are stretching it. Psychic's a little hard to do, and Fire? No, Electric. Electric is hard to do, because Mareep is the first available electric Pokemon, and you don't get her until a little later on. I thought you'd get a Pikachu early on like you do in Red and Blue, or Leaf Green, Fire Red, whichever one it is, but you actually... I don't think you did. I didn't see them anywhere. So this is the moment we've been waiting for. There you are. I needed to ask you a favor. I'm conducting new Pokemon research. Right now, I was wondering if you could help me with it. You see, I'm writing a paper that I want to present at a conference, but there are some things that I don't quite understand yet, so I'm going to ask a 10-year-old to go conduct research for my paper. I'd like you to raise a Pokemon that I recently caught. Heck yeah! You're a great help. When I announce my findings, I'm sure we'll delve a bit deeper into the many mysteries of Pokemon. So the other thing I should mention is that I'm just recording this first episode real quick while I have a little bit of downtime. I have to leave soon. So if it ends abruptly or whatnot, just know that is why. Or maybe I'll come back and finish the episode if I don't like the length of it. Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
Zelda, anybody? I have an acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon, which is still an awesome name. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It is intriguing, but we're busy with our Pokemon research. Wait, I know. Hubs, can you go in our place? So much for a 10-year-old. I want you to raise one of the Pokemons contained in these balls. You'll be that Pokemon's first partner. Go on, pick one. All right, Jessica, give us our random number. So wait, should we tell them the numbers first, or should we just put out the number? So, 1 is poison, 2 is rock, 3 is electric, 4 is normal, 5 is bug, 6 is psychic, 7 is fire, 8 is water, 9 is ground, 10 is flying, 11 is grass. Alright, so spit us out a number. Flying, so we get... I can confirm. In the meantime, I'm just gonna snatch me a Totodile. I like Totodile. You want Totodile? Heck yeah. And when I was practicing, I used Cyndaquil, so we'll just go ahead and use Totodile. And we'll put him in the PC whenever we catch our first flying Pokemon. So we're gonna go with Totes. Is this how you the hip way to spell Totes? Is there an E in it? Okay. Which I think is how you spell the whole container. Totes. Alright, Mr. Pokemon lives a little bit beyond Cherry Grove, the next city over. It's almost a direct route there, so you can't miss it. But just in case, here's my phone number. Call me if anything comes up. We got Elm's phone number. Alright. If your Pokemon is hurt, you should heal it with this machine. Feel free to use it anytime. So, lately there's, Ocarina of Time randomizers going on, which I would love to do. But, there's songs randomized throughout it. So you get the Song of Time, and it could end up being Zelda's Lullaby. I think it'd be funny in this game if they did, like, phone number randomizers. So Elm gave you his phone number, but it was really, like, Hip Trainer Joey or whatever. Okay, there are only 2 of us, so we're always busy. I know. Hey, man. Hey, dude. So this is the famous Elm. I just like talking to this guy. There's no real reason. Okay, so we need to catch us a Pokemon, go see what Mr. Pokemon is up to, and then have a Pokemon battle with our rival. Can we get a Pidgey first try? We do get a Pidgey first try. Level 3, level 3, level 3. It is level 3. All right, I can handle all this. Let's go for the scratch. Okay. Just with that tackle. I'd rather... Oh wait, they not give us Pokeballs yet? They gave us a potion. Well... So much for all the good luck we were having. Let's go ahead and put this Pidgey out of its misery here. And I'll meet you guys in Cherry Grove. Really, I'm just debating on skipping this entire part and jumping back in when we get a Pidgey to spare you guys, since the lock hasn't actually started. So I think I'll just meet you guys when I catch a Pidgey. Okay, so we are going to jump back in for the rival battle, because that's always exciting. I tried to balance the line of getting my Totodile strong enough to beat Chikorita here, and not being able to one-shot Pidgey's... I started on level 7 to learn Rage. Apparently did mean nothing. There's no point in learning Rage, as it was probably worse than Scratch. Let's see. Yeah. I was probably better off just, staying level 6. But oh well. Almost done. Back in the good old days when your rival actually picked your weakness. They took a break from that. I can't remember if Hal gets your weakness or not. I think he does. But it's been a little bit since I played Sun and Moon. 67, trying not to gain a level. Okay. Well, if I wanted to use this Totodile, this would be sweet. Alright, question mark, question mark, question mark. I always thought he looked like a girl, doesn't he? Are you happy you won? Kinda. Alright, I'll catch you guys back at, the Pidgey. Of course, we're gonna name our rival Jessica. What else could we name? It fits perfectly. So, his name was Jessica. Thanks for helping my investigation. The adults in this town are useless. Elm, this is terrible. Oh yes, what Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? What? Okay. Mystery egg. I think we just floored old Professor Elm. Is it the Pokemon egg? It's a great discovery because, kiddos, if you can remember prior to this, Pokemon didn't have eggs. Generation 1, there was no gender, so there was no Pokemon breeding. In Gen 2, something changed, I guess? Something happened. Wow, Hubs. You may have what it takes to become the champion. You seem to be getting on great. Alright, you should go challenge Pokemon Gen. Yes, I will. I'm trying to, in fact. That is my goal here. I'll go ahead and say that if you choose to use fighting, I think the only way to get fighting, or at least the earliest you're going to get fighting, is hatching a Tyrogue from an egg, which is not even a guarantee. So this is the man I wanted to talk to, because he will hook me up with some Pokeballs. Bug is just hard in general. There's my phone. That might be my cue. Not to be rude, I just need to check this. Yep. Let's go get this Caterpie and end the episode. I'll talk more about the monotype. I don't know if other people do this or not. It just kind of popped into my head while I was in class yesterday. So this guy's going to tell us all the stuff we don't really want to hear. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do a monotype lock. And my brother was rooting for me to get Bug. So he'll be a little upset to know that we got Flying, which isn't particularly great, but I don't know. I will have to address the whole surfing, because that's obviously a glaring omission from a flying team. I'm trying to think of a flying water Pokemon in this generation, because we do not have Wingull or Seagull yet. Or Pelipper, not Seagull. What am I talking about? Flying water in Gen 2. I honestly cannot think of a Pokemon that's flying that can learn surf off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to do some research. Oh, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Let's get this Pidgey, and then let's get out of here. Kids are getting rowdy outside. Come on, Pidgey, first try. Oh, I'll just see you guys in a minute. Okay, so here we are. We found the Pidgey. Let's go ahead and get one scratch in there. Okay, good deal. Critical hit, and it did 2. Oh man, we're in for a real winner with this Pidgey. I can tell already. Alright, let's see if we can catch it and end this episode. I hope this is something you guys are interested in and on the lookout for, because I'm very interested to try this. I think we got a solid typing. We get a Pidgey right away to start the game. Trying to think of some Pokemon to look forward to later, but we'll get around to that. Naturally, this is my favorite name for a bird Pokemon. So we're gonna go with a classic if you watched our Pokemon Showdown videos. That's good old bird brain. Yeah, family's ready, so I need to wrap up this episode. That's gonna do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, like, comment, subscribe. Sorry this outro is gonna be a little rushed, but I'll see you guys in the next exciting monotype Pokemon Crystal.